Alright, there are two TTVs here, and I can't find either of them on Twitch, so I don't know if I'm just searching Twitch wrong or what's up with that. Oh, he's way over there. And what is that? It's not a singularity. Ooh, prove thyself. Nice. Everybody's on gens. Nice. Can't see around this tire wall. Are you serious, ma'am? And now you're gonna run away. And it's a blight. You... Of course... Unflippin' believable. Against a blight, you do this? Oh, yeah. Oh, and he has the thing that blocks the stuffs. And that finished over there, so I'm gonna go up here. We need to knock this one out. And of course, she's over here. And he has a hex. Where are they coming from? And she's bringing him back. Probably need to take a hit for her. Where's the hook? Where's the hook? Where's the hook? Where are you taking her? Going this way? Ah, God. This isn't gonna... I'm not gonna make it. Which way is he taking her? Of course he goes the wrong way with her. Jesus Christ. You took her to that hook? Are you serious? Right in the middle of this tire wall is the shortest wall you could find. And we're in the middle of the map, ma'am. Not the smartest place. To hit the bus probably would have been a better solution. They all took off. Let's get a boon going. I'm pretty upset at the TTV here for blowing up the first gen. Come on, finish the bone, finish the bone, finish the bone. Hook, where is it? This one? Sabo? And he's taking her to a different one! Again! The flippity floop is up with this killer here. I need to get this safe unhooked, ma'am, so if you could just not try to take this from me, that'd be great. Thank you, Michaela. There's two of us here. That would have been a quick heal. Why are you running? That actually would have been a quick heal, madam. That was ill-advised. Did you walk my gen again? Going after those two, alright. Meg would have been healed by now, but she wanted to swoopity bop away. That one's done. Let's just keep this one alive. We don't want to finish it though. Because I think they finished all the gens on that side. So we just want to keep that one being a threat. This is a choke point, so we don't want to boon this area. What we do want to do is find his hex. Ripley also has Prove Thyself. Nice. Burger is giving him a run for his money. Very nice. Boom that later. I keep forgetting to look. Oh, I don't have Detective Hunch. And I had Prove Thyself? Why did I put that on? I thought I had Detective Hunch. I'm pretty upset with myself right now. Why do I have Prove Thyself? Oh, it was for a different challenge. I think it was for daily to do gens. Did he just give up? Where's the killer? There he is. I think he flunked my gen again. And that's how I get free information. We want that gen to remain a threat. Make him think people are over there when we're not. I need to get... We only have one down. Nobody's on Death Hook. Let me get my point, sis. She does not want me doing my boon. What? He already knows we're over here. The gen popped. He knows we're down here, man. He finally got Burger. I'm not gonna make this Sabo, so I'm just gonna run off to the other gen. He's on me. That's fine. I need to take chase anyway. At least I thought it was on me. Where are the hooks? Where are the hooks? Where are the hooks? Okay. It's gonna come back. Shit. Now he's picking her up. Where are the hooks? Which way is he going? Is this hook? Sabo this? Well, he can't hook her now, because... Well, actually, he might be able to if that fixes itself. It's only like 40 seconds. Sucks. So that's my first hook, which is fine. He's gonna leave her slugged. Ripley's gonna finish that gen. See? Center gen. Just remaining a threat. Gonna pick her up. Tap my gen, okay. She picked herself up, nice. She's staying over there to do... You're leaving me on hook to go for the door. And he has no ed. I don't know if that was a smart move or not. Now she's going to the door. Taking the long route to unhook me. Should have just went straight through. Don't know why she went around. Why did you leave the circle? I don't understand. Circle of healing was right there. The healings would have taken less time. Are we leaving her? Yep. Oh my god, why did you run to the door? I understand it's a blight, but we're in a circle of healing. So how did I get stuck with all these cautious players today? I mean, that first game was atrocious, but I think this challenge has me focusing on things I shouldn't be focusing on and gameplays or game styles that I don't excel at, so I'm gonna stop focusing on these challenges so much. It's a real... And the Michaela was a P100. Why were you even in this game? Birder was a P100. Ran the killer pretty well. So their TTV friend here... Oh, it's Two Eyes. No wonder I couldn't find them. TWIIZTE. Still can't find them. I always find that interesting. Why can't I find TTVers, but other people can sometimes when they do a search? But when I do a search, I get snussins. But, okay. So the Michaela did run the Blight for quite a while. Had him down at the other end. Ripley was P1 as well. Okay. Blight came in a bit sweat. I'm not gonna call him sweaty. But you brought Noed, bro. Force Penance, Blood Favor, and Rolling Tremors. So that's what it was. It was Blood Flavor. That Blood Favor, not Blood Flavor. Nobody wants that. Except for Vampire, maybe. Interesting choices. I guess getting on the door immediately was a good move because it turns out he had Noed, and luckily she was on the door before that popped. Unfortunately, we did end up leaving the Ripley. Questionable choices. The Meg starting to heal herself before going for the unhook. I mean, he didn't have Sloppy, so I don't know why she just didn't stop when she saw that he was at the other end of the map, all the way at the other end of the map, going after the Ripley. After seeing the Fang hop on the door, wait, no, it was the other Meg. After seeing the other Meg hop on the door and not get the unhook, why would you then start healing yourself? I just don't understand. And then she ran away. She was already halfway healed, then she ran away from out of the Boon Circle healing. I mean, the I would assume the killer. There's a possibility. There's a chance he would have gone after us or gone after the Fangman at the door. I keep calling her Fangman. The other Meg. No, wait, the other Meg unhooked me. Who the hell was in this game? It was two Megs, a Michaela and an Ellen, and a Ripley. So Michaela was on the door because Michaela was healthy. So we needed Michaela to take chase to bring the killer to the door. We get healed up at the circle healing, go down, save the Ripley, and then we try to run him a little bit. Maybe we all got out. He still might have got a 1K. Yeah, it was unfortunate. We all had to run to the door and heal at the door outside of the circle healing. It's a Blight, moves very quickly. If the hitboxes hit. Not the hitboxes, but yeah, I guess there's still hitboxes. I've seen so many cases where the Blight just slips off a tree. It's like, Jesus. Things that Blight should hit off of, they're not. You just slip around. I guess there was an option to coat all the trees and doodads with Vaseline, because playing Blight is not that easy. You would think it is, but it's not. So I just need one more Sabo within 10 meters of a killer carrying a survivor. Unfortunately, he put down the Meg as he saw I was Saboing. So that's how I got downed, and I didn't get credit for Saboing the hook. That part does suck. And it is kind of toxic. Some of these challenges that are in these tomes are kind of feed into the toxicity of the game, or people would feel it's toxic. Because if I'm a killer, I don't know what challenge that player is doing. Or some people just do that, especially if you're up against a Swift. And those two TTVs, I would assume, were Swifting. They had to be Swifting. So I would be very upset. I would assume that these are some toxic players. especially if well, I was assuming they were toxic players if it was happening on multiple occasions. Along with blinds being ran, um, immediate unhooks. And now Ripley comes with traps on pallets, um, pallet stuns. All of that just adds to the aggravation of killer, and it doesn't actually mean you're toxic. Survivors is just their aspect of the game, and if they're happening too frequently at once, I would feel some kind of way. And I still have proved thyself because I forgot to put on Detective Hunch. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me, Sybil. Not literally. Okay. Oh no. I don't know what. That's an Oni? With a very lovely skin? It is an Oni. And she hopped on that gen and he's going straight forward too. Let's see what we can see. She's running that way. He's probably gonna follow her. Does she stay in this gym? She is staying in this jungle gym. It is a lovely skin. Do I want to stay here and take a hit for her? Let me see what the layout's looking like. Hook meow. There is a hook somewhere in here, I think. Yeah, and it's right there. Oh, fuck. See if I can run him off. Jeff unfortunately ran in. Bruh? Sir? There you go. There, now you saw me. Don't want to hold myself here. Shit, I also didn't want to give him his power. Oh, yeah, he was already about to hit his power anyway. Let's see if we can run this out of him. Oh, he slept. Where you at, big boy? Wow, Jeff just got yeeted. Got a beamer there, that's nice. Can you? No, you can't jump that. Oh, shit. Oh, totem right there. Good to know. Stairs here. Let's see where he does. Who's he going for? Not me. Where is Jeff? Oh, I'm blind. Over here? This is a really good, there. Okay, so he is back here. Can I make it before he second stages? Very close. Breakdown, nice. Why are we running to where he's hooking Sybil, sir? Why are we doing that? Did he just... keep him on you? Shit. Did she just give up? Sybil? I feel like she just gave up. There's no way she died that fast. There's nothing I can do here. Is he staying in the building? And I don't even know what Gabriel's doing. got the save. I'm back. I keep coming back here. Oh, you... Of course I let go. Oh, Gabe! And there's a hook like literally right there, and I'm not going to be able to block it. Didn't exactly mean to take a protective hit. Yeah, this game's over. Unless Gabe's gonna do some magic, this game's over. I don't even know why I didn't mean to do a protective hit for Jeff, or for Gabe, and I don't know why Jeff did it for Gabe either, because he's not on Death Hook. He has no hooks, so my hit was by accident. That was not intentional. Not a lot I can do here. Obvious place is to go to Shack. I don't have a Jinn to kind of mask my noises. It is very upsetting that Sybil killed herself on hook, on her second hook. I think she killed herself on her second hook. Doesn't exactly make sense that she died that quickly. She might have just missed those skill checks. I don't know where Hatch is. Really hard to hear right now. Oh, it was in the area where everybody was. So these games are going way too fast for me. I have already de-pipped, re-pipped, and probably gonna de-pip again. I'm just gonna let them find me. Well, the longer I stay alive, the more points I get. Maybe I won't de-pip. Solo queuing, it's really hard. What is the character he reminds me of? Alright, we'll fight back. Get some more points. Hook right here. Actually, I should have stayed in that area because Sybil's hook was right there, so I might have actually gotten on the shoulder. But what is it? It's like, I think it's like he wears a magician's hat. He has the long fuchsia long sleeve shirt. Almost wears it like a dress, but it's a male character, I think. Has a 0 on a chest. It's like a super old cartoon. But the scarf is like a teal. Yeah, I did de-pip for that game. Yeah, this is problematic. And of course he has a xenomorph perk, because it is OP as hell. that perk is definitely going to get nerfed. But they're not going to nerf it too early because they just released the Xenomorph and it is a licensed character, and that would be horrendous to give OP killers with OP perks. And Xenomorph is rather OP. Just because you can, there is some gameplay around him doesn't mean that he's not OP. That character is definitely fast as fuck. And it relies on being on maps with a lot of pallets to outplay him. There aren't perks that can outplay him. You have to have a very specific type of build to outplay that killer. And if the killer, the person behind the controller, has enough skill with that tail, yeah, it's a very, very powerful killer. A tier, S tier killer. And those perks make him 10 times worse. Ultimate weapon is great for a huntress or just any killer in general. As you saw, we kept screaming without, what is it? I think it's the plague perk. Infectious fright. I'm in the deep rift. Nice. We're down to 50%, so it looks like more killers are, or more survivors are joining the rodeo to balance out these killers. Not a great time to play right now. These killers are coming with purple and green add-ons. Gen perks, gate perks. And I just want to finish a challenge. But I'm not completely dedicated to this challenge. Otherwise I would just follow around the killer. Which is what I might end up doing. The final gay. Maybe special. And J-Kaz. Loving the names, people. I hate this cosmetic. This is so ugly. Doesn't look like Ripley. Doesn't even look like Ripley's daughter. It looks terrible. Just unsightly overalls. And I guess they hurt me because they both dropped out. And she took the final gay with her. Well, that sucks. Interesting replacements. Don't think I've ever seen this Elodie cosmetic before. I guess the timer has restarted and Yui still isn't ready. course it was a slow vault. Couldn't hit that angle. Ah, you guys! Fucking hell! She got the save. I ended up coming back. Oh, these games aren't going well for me tonight. The door was shut. Alright, we gotta play smarter. We gotta do better. I'm going back. So he did not touch the gen. What are you doing here? You just had the killer on you. Did you bring him back with you? Of course you did, and she blows up my gen. Can I do this hook thing? Yui's here. No gens have been completed. Not seeing totem. Well, I wouldn't see a totem anyway because I still didn't take prove thyself off. That's been used. Shit, walking straight to him. Don't know what the hell that was. I'm getting really aggro by my option to drop the pallet not appearing until late. Very, very late. I don't know. Where are you? Okay, if you don't want to kill her. She doesn't want to get healed. She don't want to get healed. Very nice. And of course now he's coming this way when I'm the one getting healed. That was odd. He had us dead to rights. Run, bitch! Run, Elodie! Well, shit. I am finding a lot more friends since I have Prove Thyself. Usually I'm on a gen alone a lot. Taking window. Who are you gonna go after? Are you gonna go after me? He's coming after me. Yui, I hope you're still in the area to get the save. You're on a gen. Is he gonna camp the hook? Proximity camp, perhaps. Gone? Alright, I'm coming. Alright, he's on somebody else. I'm coming. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? I do! Nice. Why is your heal taking so long? Did he have sloppy? I don't recall him having sloppy. And of course, as soon as she gets hooked, that's when the skill check wants to pop up. It's so annoying. He actually hit that? Come on. can't see shit. Look how dark my screen is right now. This is ridiculously dark for being this early in my min. Are you second time, sis? For no reason. What is going on with these survivors today? The killers are sweating like a whore in church, and the survivors are blowing up every gen, every game. If it's not me, it's somebody else. Who do you think you are? Me? It'd be great if you guys could stop doing that. She did it twice in one game. That is unforgivable. I don't miss that one. There's nowhere for me to run here. Serpentine a little bit. Where is he? Going back in. Going around town. Lost him. He's on Elodie now. Poor Jen took a thwonkin'. How do we only have 2 gens done right now? Seriously. How do we only have 2 gens? Coming back for it? Alright, you can have it. Terrible shot. That one's finally done. So we're gonna keep that one alive. And finally found a totem. You gonna come after me? Shit, where's the hook? Where's the hook? Where's the hook? Where's the hook? Might be able to get this done. Oh, it was up there? What? Are you... Why? Just why? Just why? Take the hit. Take the... Why didn't you just... Alright, so... Is he gonna come back here? Fuck, he doesn't. God damn it, they never come back to the same... And now she's fingering a totem. Hopefully it's not the one I... I actually got him to miss that, don't know how. Not too lucky there, though. Serpentine a bit, not giving him a shot. That was a good guess, because I was serpentining a lot. And I didn't sabo this hook, so that's inside. David needs to take a chase. And nobody's on Jen. Is he in a locker? She fingered a totem. Where is he? It's the only totem I know about, so... David's finally taking chase. My gen back here is probably completely dead. Boom this so they can see me. Then I'm going to start up that gen. Make him continue to walk back and forth. Best I can, anyway. Oh, it still has some life in it. Don't really know how, but it still has some life in it. So, shit. I wasn't expecting him to drop David. David must be a good looper. So we are getting him to walk back and forth. But I'm injured. And both of them are on the other side. I think they're both on the same gen. So either I have to find a med kit. That one's done. He's now over here, coming straight this way. They're both off the gen. Oh, so he does have floppy. I really regret not putting on Detector's Hunch. Elodie might be taking chase right now. Shit. Checking up. So I am making him walk back and forth, which is what we want. You got any life in your beamer? No. Are you shitting me? Now I can't let go. There's David out of his hiding hole. Just very disappointing why he didn't choose to run the killer a little bit longer. He has hooks to give versus... Man. This is all the games in a row where I've been with a group, at least one survivor that has played so cautious, super cautious, in a row. And all he was just open to doing gens. Look at this. That's gens and maybe some unhooks. And you had Dead Hard. My guy, you had an extra health state. Why didn't you have Windows opportunity and life and you just chose not to? And light-footed. You have a looper's build, my guy. You have a looper's build and you did not try to waste the killer's time, or a little bit more often. You could have done a little bit more to get his attention, pull it off the UE, pull it off the Elodie, because you guys were on the same gen. And once again, the killer's coming with purple, and now purple and red add-ons. So, and NOED. What's going on? What is happening right now? These purple add-ons and NOED. Ooh, yeah. Everybody's playing so hard. Putting so much effort forth. A game that has no real end. Maybe these killers are getting some toxic survivors, so they're coming with these horrible builds and just playing as if their life depends on it, as if we're in a tournament a little bit. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to play. If you want to be, I guess, be sweaty, so they say, quote unquote, then that's your business. If you want to be chill, then that's your business. If you want to, troll the killer and just follow him around, that's your business. There's no right or wrong way to play. I mean, it's just either you're on the same page or you're not on the same page, and that's the part that sucks. Because some survivors want to play a serious game, do their best, and actually survive. Maybe they got something going on. Maybe that's just their personality. And some survivors just don't like things. Like, they don't like the map, they don't like the killer, they don't like the fact that they were the first hook, they don't like their situation, and they take the quick or easy way out. And instead of botting, which comes with a penalty for them, they just kill themselves on hook early on in the game and screw over their fellow survivors. Happens a lot. So we're just gonna breathe in, breathe out, and chill, relax. Oop, let me take that off. And take this off finally. There we go. Much better build. You evil SOB. I do like that map offering image. Beautiful artwork there for the Nostromo. Although I would have preferred, a picture of Jonesy or something like that. Image of a cat. Kitty kitty. But, to each their own. So, that map is really good for the Xenomorph. And other certain killers because it is very, very open. I don't think the walls are very high. Not great for hiding. You might be able to loop a killer, certain types of killers. Maybe even a huntress. I think the walls are the proper height to maybe block some hatchets. So it's gonna be a test where if I get the Nostromo with a huntress, test some of that out. But a very, very open map. It's a lot of dead zones. Okay, he's already on the other Meg. And it's a huntress! Lo and behold! Fascinating. We're up against a Bruh. A huntress brought us here? Okay, she's heading this way. Yep, she just got stunned. Alright, she's on the Kate. Save my gen. Get the unhook because Fang isn't. Bumping into shit. Where are we going, sis? This is a choke point. This is a very bad spot. I get why you think this is a good spot, but it's not. It's a great place to get sniped. What we're gonna do is hook our boon up here. Let everybody know we have it. It's an obvious location, but it's okay. It's a lot of good places for people to hide in one of the nooks and crannies to get healed up. She has 2 hooks, we have 1 gen and a half. That Fang Min is banging them out. I'm gonna go around. She just kicked my gen, my first, or is that the Kate gen? Kick the Kate gen. Swinging around. She's probably gonna get to that before I can heal the Kate. That is not what I wanted to do. That is a shitty trap. She's coming back. Oh, she did not get my totem. She's on the Fang Min now. Oh, Fang Min is heading our kind of our way. Don't take her to my totem. Looks like she may not care about the totem. There goes a Pallet. About to have 2 gens pop. We're in each other's way. Why would you finger the totems when you know I have... Okay. Do you, sis? Got a gen here and a gen over there. I'm not a fan of people who cleanse totems that are not hexes when somebody has a boon. Yeah, I wasn't gonna make that, and she went the other way anyway. Where is the other Meg? I can't believe we're about to get this other gen done. She's gonna come straight for us. So I'm gonna go around. Yeah, there she is. Okay, she went up there. Is she going after my boon? She's not. She is not going after the boon. She went that away, I believe, I want to say. There's a door. Is there anything over here? Nothing. A singular pallet. Not good. Look at that little baby window right there. I don't think I've taken Chase yet. Nobody's on Deathhook, so I kind of don't need to. I don't know if Fang has resilience. I thought she was healing up, and now she's not. And she's not in my circle healing anywhere, so I can't even see her. Oh, and now she's getting chased again. So I'm gonna go see if I can find the Fang, since we're in not too much of a bad shape. Oh shit, she would be all the way over there. Jesus criminy. Oh, she's on this one. As far away can be. Is she heading for the door? Is she heading here? Can't quite tell. What? She's on the cape? Where's the hook? Where the bloody hell is the hook? You found me. Can we get some help here? Anybody? There, they did get her up. So I'm gonna get my first hook. Nobody's on door. I can't believe I ran her that long enough for them to get get her up. It's actually pretty impressive. Nobody's still on door. Can somebody distract her? Can you distract her a little bit? She's all the way on the other door. Anybody want to distract this bitch? You're not even gonna distract her? You're not gonna distract her. I'm almost up. Can you distract her? She opened the door. Can I get a distraction? You're not even gonna distract her. Didn't really have much of a choice. She was on me, so she wasn't gonna miss that anyway. Why are you way up there? I'm under a pallet. A little help here. You need to be closer. You're not gonna make it from up there. Clock's ticking. You can make your way down. You can 110% make your way down to help me out here. She's very cautious. She's gonna let me bleed out. Okay, Fang Min's doing a thing. But she's staying up there. Somebody left. You guys are dicks. No. What is happening? She doesn't have... I need somebody to sabo that hook over there. She's trying to secure this kill. The other person left. There's a hook right there she's not hooking me on. Fang Min chose the worst possible time to make a move. The worst possible time, because I can't crawl all the way to the other side. She could have healed me and we could have taken off. But I don't know why she would drop down. That was such a terrible idea. And she's on Deathhook. The one that's on Deathhook stuck around. I will never understand. Okay, so here we go. I'm under nothing. Can I make it out? No. She finally got me. Oh, and she has iron. Well, Feng Min got a ass ton of extra points, and she has her 1K. She could have killed me a long time ago and probably gotten the Feng Min too, but this works out. It's very, very unfortunate that the other two people left. It's very unfortunate that the other two people just left. I mean, all we really needed was somebody to take chase for 10 seconds. Maybe not even. I didn't even pip for that game? Yeah, because I was on the ground for most of it. And these two outscored me. It's very upsetting. You two came sweaty as hell and you left? Aren't you guys in a swift? How did you two get in this game? Look at these folks. And okay, this was just a coincidence, folks. The two Megs happened to be Megs, and we both brought brown toolboxes. And again, with the killers, purple add-on. And she had Franklin's. So this is not a new killer. This person has played the game before, just maybe hasn't plussed up her Huntress. His or her Huntress. But what the hell, you two? And like I thought, the killer did bring the map offering. So you brought a map offering and left this game with a 1K and 20,000 points. 3 people, well, 2 people outscored you, and I almost outscored you. If my other 2 survivor friends didn't leave me high and dry to bleed out on the ground after coming to the Kate's rescue and getting her up off the ground by distracting the killer long enough and preventing her from getting hooked, she leaves me with a boon up. A boon of Circle of Healing's up, and these 2 pop smoke. And you had a overpowered flashlight. I don't know if Kate got any saves. Maybe she just kept blinding the killer at the pallet. But she had made for this. She had inner healing. She had head on. She had quick and quiet. She could have hopped in a locker. She could have hopped in a locker and got the killer with head on. I don't know. Nope, the killer didn't have any of ultimate weapon. Didn't have Iron Maiden. Could have hopped in a locker. I'm so confused by the games that I've been playing so far. So many survivors have been playing like super extra cautious, just leaving people behind. Both the other Meg and the Kate just left with a boon of Circle of Healing up. I'm the one that saved her ass, and she just left. Plenty of time on the clock, as we saw, plenty of time on the clock. Just WTF with the games going on today. At least she didn't have Know-It. That kind of broke the cycle. The killer did not have Know-It. Had their purple add-on though. That tradition is remaining true and strong. But the survivors, my guy. I'm surprised the Feng Min stuck around. I don't know what she was doing while she stuck around. And she made some very odd decisions. Taking a vault that leads to a drop with, I didn't check to see if she had quick and quiet or balanced landing, but that was just a very odd choice. Finally picking me up, not under a pallet, which I sat under for quite a while. I'm just so confused. Oh, we're back up to 100%. We're back up to 100%. Maybe I should change my survivor. It is not going well. Let's switch things up a bit. Go back to my boy Ace. Let's see what we got on him. Yeah, close enough to the same. Let's see what bag of tricks we get in this trial. Alright, first killer game of the night, and I had a Swift. This is definitely a Swift. It made even more obvious from the Claudette and Gabriel behavior. But we have resilience, resilience, and resilience. Adrenaline and adrenaline. Adrenaline and windows of opportunity as well as life are kind of common, so could be by happenstance, but these guys were a swifty swift of some sort. 2 medkits fully decked out. Coming strong with this one. And a brown toolbox. So, it was a swift, not a toxic swift. Nothing too sweaty about them. They played some tricks, the Claudette and the Gabriel tried to do. Gabriel could be a Randy that just so happens to be running Windows and Resilience. But there is some synergy throughout the builds. Not 100% sure, but it's a bit odd that these two, especially someone bringing Murky Reagent and Escape Cake, and they just so happen to have strong medkits. These two are probably in a Swift, and yeah, I mean, come on, 3 resilience? Hey, with Windows and Opportunity. Yeah. But it was a good game, regardless if they were a Swift or not. I got 4 emblems, knocking out this new challenge for this tome. Good game.